a cigar. I do drink, so that's something. But I got that. But what does it? Is it gives you like a high? The way you're describing the way you feel when you smoke a cigar? Could you expand on it?
It doesn't give you a high because you don't inhale it or you'll hack up a lung. You get a little touch of nicotine here and there. So, some cigars are stronger than others, but it's something that seems like a vice. I actually don't think it is a vice, but it seems like a vice and gives you an opportunity to relax and not just be constantly glued to work or anxiety. I sometimes talk about the health benefits of cigars, which I'm only half joking about because it's the one time that I really get to relax during the day is at night with a book. Maybe I'll have a drink of something. And so, people have said, well, Michael, your family must have been completely insane to let you start smoking cigars at 15. And I thought, well, there are a lot of worse things that a 15-year-old boy can get up to. And the fact that I was, and this is true of a lot of cigar smokers, that I would channel that into something that is relatively quite moderate compared to other things, I think is helpful. Cigars spur the great conversations. Men, we can't just sit down and talk to each other. We feel that's kind of weird, We can't just have a phone call. So we sit, especially over a cigar, you're going to get about 45 minutes of just excellent conversation. You're not necessarily doing business. You're not doing anything utilitarian. It's an indulgence, and it's something that's accessible to everyone. Cigars are the great equalizer. You go to any cigar lounge, I've been to many, if not most of them in the country, and you'll sit down with a construction worker and a CEO and a politician, and it doesn't matter. Everybody is equal. Everybody's engaging in the same delight and partaking in the conversation. I just love them. And so I did speak to my admissions officer in college. She told me there was some question about whether they should admit a guy who wrote his admissions essay about a drug, but they let me in anyway. I started a club in school called the Society for Intellectual Growth and Reinvigoration, or Cigar. That was a way to scam Yale into paying for my habit. And then wrote a column that got me this show. It's much deeper. There was an excellent essay, I think it was in First Things, that compared the three prominent types of tobacco to the tripartite soul. The pipe is for the logic, the philosopher sitting with his pipe. The cigarettes are for the appetite. They're the appetitive part of the soul. It's just an addiction. But the cigars are for the thumos, the thumotic, spirited part of the soul, for your magnanimity. It's outward. You think of Winston Churchill. You think of the chest puffing out the smoke. Have I gone too far down the rabbit hole, Megyn? Have I convinced you to have a cigar?
No, I love listening to you. Everything you say is always so fascinating. I only understand about 55% of but it's mellifluous, just the way you speak about the things that you love or you judge. Either way, I'll take you on all of these things. Maybe tonight I will crack one open, and then Doug's going to have to show me how to do that. But yes, I will. Doug will look over and I'll be, I don't know, how do you even say it? Stoking a hoagie? What is it? What's
Stoking a hoagie. I think that's going to be the new, I don't think I've ever heard that phrase before. That's what I'm now going to, I can't wait. Megyn, next time we run into each other in person, I can't wait to stoke a hoagie with you.
It's a miracle you keep coming on. Sorry you have to deal with this. Michael, thank you.
Great to be with you, Megyn.